Star Wars fans, this is the book you've been waiting for. A masterpiece of passion and nostalgia, Jean François Rolland takes us on an unforgettable journey through the legendary Kenner toy line, from the original 12 figures to the elusive last 17. Every character, every playset, and every starfighter is meticulously detailed with stunning full-color photos, scale blueprints, and QR codes that bring these classic vehicles to life. This isn't just a book, it's a portal to a galaxy far, far away. If you love Star Wars, you need this in your collection. So don't wait, jump to Lightspeed and grab your copy today.
Jack in the box.
You mentioned a book, and I do want to have like a bit of a conversation about the book. Giving us a little bit of a history about the book that you wrote and where all that came from.
Well, that book is about 240 pages, and it came from the very beginning. I think when I started collecting and make connection with America, I wanted to write back to people to explain the story of how the market in France. This is how it started in my mind. It was back in 1981, 1982. So I have this thing in my mind for years and years, and definitely what it taught me to make that book about Kenner toy, it was to show to the French audience what was in America, because we didn't have most of the toys like we just spoke about. So I really wanted first to write it only in French, but then when I start to publish on the social network or back in 2017, I think this is what the very, very first time I make advertising about that book. I was planning to do it and everything. People from America, Australia said, "Hey, we would like to have it." And they were interested about the fact I made some QR code with it, which is like each item had a QR code like this here. And with your smartphone, you scan it with your cell phone. And when you go back to my YouTube channel, where you can see a description, you can see actually the item in movement. So the basic idea was to put the history of Kenner inside the book, like the Jim Engine story, for example. And it was like, basically the topic of the book is to show every action figures, playsets, and vehicles as seen in the Star Wars trilogy. And then chronologically, year by year, you see what was produced by Kenner, like 12 first action figures in 1978. In 1980, you have the Tauntaun and everything for new generation, not just for collectors, but for people who are interested about the toy history, and also for collectors. So this is how I started to make the book. And also I wanted to make like some pages, like you have the blueprint aspect, like here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Which is a blueprint with size information to understand the proportion. And I took it with a certain perspective, that way you can see the box in a certain angle, that way you can see how big it is, not just a flat picture of it. I wanted people to understand what are the proportion, what are the size of the item. That's what I wanted to put in the book.
So you're saying like this book here is really like a textbook of sorts to the French people, saying, let me educate you on the Star Wars merchandise that came out. It is a fascinating book. I received this about a week ago. Thank you so much
You're welcome.
for sending me the link where I could purchase this. It's awesome. I had a chance to go through it. The first thing I'll point out is that it's autographed inside by you. So thank you very much. I guess you did that for all the books that you're selling here in America.
I did.
Obviously, we'll put a link in the description for your book. So if people here in America or in France or anywhere around the world want to get the book, they'll be able to go to a direct link in the description and order the book themselves, with probably the autograph in there also. But it's a great introduction to the Kenner people. And I just want to say that I really appreciate that you did that side of it, kind of in the forward side of the book, the story side of the book, before you got into the pictures and everything, and really highlighting those Kenner employees, those engineers that made these toys, which are just really amazing toys, the way they move, the way everything fits together. It's just remarkable. So thank you for all of that.
Thank you so much to mention that, because to me it was important to do something special for what they did. The dedication, you can see they were making toys. You can see the sculpt of the action figures. They were made for playing with, and this is something, probably this is why we still talking about now I see my boy, my son is 6 years old. He's crazy about those toys. Toys were nearly 50 years old, and he's 6 years old, but still talk to him because they talk to kids and to the kids behind us, inside us, basically. And this is really also one of the motivation I wanted to do that book. And the book was like 4,500 sample, and I made 2,000 in English, and now there's only 55 left in America for the American market, because in the very first
Get them
publishing,
fast,
Order
people.
now.
it's time to get it, because the thing is that all the books are now in Knoxville, Tennessee, and they are here since about a year and a half, and now I'm running out of money to pay the storage fees. It's start to get an issue for me, unfortunately. So this is why I mentioned on the social network, please guys, help me to clear off the stock, because I need to pay the bill.
Right.
And they are here for you guys. I shipped over this to America for you guys to get a cheaper. You have USPS media mail. It's about $5, or you can have a priority mail. And right now I'm making a 50% discount on the actual USPS shipping fees, which is like, it's not $20 for zone 8, priority mail zone 8, it's $10.
Mm-hmm.
And also there's a discount on the book price as well. So basically you save $20 compared to the usual price. And if you use media mail service, it's only $5. So it's about, I think, $58. My website is in euro currency, but it's about the same nearly.
Basically, what John is saying is go order a book right now. I mean, that's
Please
basically
do.
what he's saying. Let's sell out of the US one so he doesn't have to pay the storage charges of keeping those books here in America. It's really a fantastic book. The other thing I'll mention is I noticed, like you put even like the variations in there. You have like the Han Solo, the original Han Solo figure with the big head and the small head, and you talk about the two variations in that. All of the vehicles, the images that you have, it's not just the vehicles themselves and the box itself, but here's all the inserts that were in the box. Even like here's like the cardboard cutouts that were in the box. I mean, it's so specific. It's so juicy. I'm soaking it all up. I really do love it.
Storage fees has a cost, and to help me to clearance stock in Knoxville, Tennessee, I offer you 50% discount on USPS priority mail for the domestic market and 10% discount on the actual book price for 1 week. So you can go to my website, conicvintage.com, and make your order, and I really hope you can get a copy before it's too late.
Jack in the box.
Attention Star Wars fans. Grab your copy of John's book today and help him sell out across America. Let's clear those shelves and wipe out those storage fees.